When an investigation hits a stone wall, sometimes the police turn to an unlikely source of information, psychics or mediums. But can they really help in solving a mystery? Here now to share some insight and her own personal experience is psychic spirit medium Lisa Lanno. Welcome back to CT Style.
Thank you for having me.
So you say spirit mediums can really help out in a crime case?
It's a part of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a piece of a puzzle that we can help with. Sure.
And you've had your own experience with this.
I have.
On more than one occasion. How do you help out, Lisa?
Well, depending on what it is, if they don't know if the person is dead or alive, then that's something that you try to communicate. If the person is speaking to you from a spirit point of view, then you know that they've probably passed.
So at that point, you know, do you tell
Deceased,
them? Do you say it?
You know what we usually say is whether this person is deceased or alive, I can connect with them and see what goes from there. But a lot of times it's a murder case, that they know the person's murdered, they know they're dead, and they just don't know who or what happened. In that case, I'll try to connect with the person who passed away and just ask, what happened to you? Show me. I did that in one particular case. It was, show me what happened to you. And I just closed my eyes and I said, don't let me feel it, but let me see it. And she showed me the person coming at her, and I could see his face, and I could see a knife going. It was
And what were you able to do with that information then?
I gave it to the mom. I was sitting with the mom, and it was very hard because she was sitting right there. I could see the girl scratching him. And these were things that the police hadn't told her, because it was an open investigation, until later when I found out that there was DNA under 10 nails.
So that was pretty accurate then.
Yeah, and then I was able to figure out where he was from and what he looked like, his demeanor and everything. Could I give a name and rank and serial number kind of thing? Not really. And if you think about that logically, people say, why can't you just solve it? It's a piece of a puzzle. And if a psychic or anybody was able to completely 100% solve it, that would really put us in a lot of jeopardy.
Well, I would assume so,
It would put us
right?
in danger, I think, yeah.
And there was another case that you were working on where evidence you knew that was still out and it hadn't been recovered yet.
Yeah, and it's been recently found. And I just kept saying, I see it, it's pink, it's an article of clothing she was wearing, and it's under a rock or something. And I don't know if it's literal, but I kept saying an angel's protecting it. Now, I don't know if it's literally an angel, but I could see an angel like protecting it, because it's been years, like we're talking maybe 15 years. And the article of clothing was recovered. It's still ongoing with DNA and stuff like that, so I'm not going to talk too much about that.
Sure, no, I understand. But police officers would reach out to you? I mean,
mostly, I mostly work with the family. I will work with police, yes. But usually it's the family, because I want permission from the family. And I'm not always right, you know, and that's something that people need to realize, is that a psychic medium, just like anybody, a doctor, anybody, a lawyer, nobody's 100% right. Always.
But when you're dealing with a murder or a case like that, it's probably good to have some sort of insight,
Oh,
right?
yeah, but I mean, I could be wrong about a name, or I could be wrong about where they're located or something like that. But
Great.
returning a college kid back to a family was really good. That was nice.
Sure you felt great after that.
She'll be home, and she's calling in 2 days. She's with her old boyfriend, and sure enough, that's what happened.
And that's what happened. Oh,
Felt really
relief, I'm
good.
sure, right?
Yeah.
Lisa, tell us about your upcoming event where we get to stay in our pajamas. We like this. This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Changing topics a little bit.
Messages in your PJs. A gallery event, briefly, is when there is a room full of people, set up like a theater, like a gallery, and I deliver messages from the other side, bringing in your grandmothers and family, friends, and you get to raise your hand and claim your family members. Well, because of this weather, I thought of something different. It's going to be video conferencing. And what we'll be doing is only up to 25 people, so it's going to be very limited. And it'll be very intimate, and a lot of people will get readings that way.
That's incredible, just over the internet.
Yeah, it's called Zoom is the app that people will be using, and I'll have all the info this week.
Great, and your website, which
I'll have
is?
it on the website, lisamlanno.com.
All right.
Or they can find me on Facebook under Lisa Lanno.
We'll look for it there. Lisa, thanks
Absolutely.
so much.
Thanks
for being here.